Is Sickle Cell Awareness Month, and my guest is Vesha Jamison, and she is with the James R. Clark Sickle Cell Memorial Foundation, and just want to welcome you to the show. Hi there.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You guys usually have a walk this time of year, and due to COVID reasons, I would imagine you're postponing. So we'll talk about the new date and also something that will pretty much replace the walk in terms of being able to support you. But first, if you would, tell everybody what sickle cell is.
Absolutely. Sickle cell is actually a blood disorder of the red blood cells. Normally, we would have nice, round, and soft, supple blood cells. But when someone has sickle cell disease, they tend to form crescent-shaped or blood cells shaped like a sickle. So what happens is when those cells try to travel through the bloodstream, they end up getting trapped a lot of times, and that can cause excruciating pain. If you think about like you're going down the interstate and all of a sudden traffic comes to a standstill, well, as painful as that is, that kind of resembles what happens in someone who has a sickle cell crisis. Because of those abnormally shaped blood cells, they don't flow as freely through the bloodstream, also because they're hard, rigid, and sticky. So a lot of times patients tend to have pain crisis, and pain is actually the hallmark of this disease.
Okay. All right. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the walk that was to happen this month, but being pushed back because of COVID. So what is the new date?
The new date for the walk is going to be June 19th, 2021, which is actually Juneteenth and World Sickle Cell Day.
All right, we'll be sure to put pencil that in there. And for right now, this being Sickle Cell Awareness Month, there is still a way that people can help your organization. Even though you can't do the walk this month, you're doing a partnership with the American Red Cross. Tell us about that.
Right now, blood donations have significantly decreased, and it's so important to have those blood donations because people with sickle cell disease do need transfusions from time to time, and a lot of times it helps to save their lives. So we push blood donations so much because it's so essential for our patients. So we have partnered with the American Red Cross in an effort to help boost those donations, and there will be a few throughout the Midlands, and a few, of course, in Somerville, Charleston, and some other areas. So if I can, I would like to share those dates. They are September 19th. The Be Strong Group, which is another parent advocacy organization and very active here in the Columbia area, will host one at AC Flora High School on the 19th from 10 to 3. On September 21st, the Net International Church in Somerville will have one from 12 to 6. Also on the 21st, the Red Cross chapter of North Charleston will have one from 12 to 6 as well. And the Howard Auditorium in Georgetown is also hosting one from 12 to 6 p.m. So these are just a few opportunities that people can come out and support Sickle Cell Awareness Month and also give blood and help save some lives.
Now, with COVID, there's going to be the question of whether or not this is safe to donate blood, but I'm sure they have gone through safety measures to make sure that it will be safe to donate blood, right?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. The American Red Cross has definitely assured us that they will be practicing all safety measures and taking all precautions. So even at the site, there'll still be the social distancing. 6 feet apart will be required, as well as masks. So when you go onto the site, you will be required to wear a mask when you give blood. And all safety measures will be in place, including disinfecting, wiping down in between donations, all of the above. So you can be reassured that you will definitely see all those precautions and safety measures in place.
All right. And also, are appointments mandatory?
No, ma'am. They are not mandatory for any of these events. Now, if you would like to go into the Red Cross itself down on Bull Street, I would recommend that you would call and schedule an appointment, but they are not mandatory.
Okay. All right. All this information is on your website and a few other places. So if anybody would like to go ahead and either schedule an appointment or get more information about what we've talked about today, would you give them that information?
Absolutely. This information can be found on our Facebook page, and it's listed as James R. Clark Memorial Sickle Cell Foundation. Also on our website, that's jamesrclarksicklecell.org. Also, you can find the dates on the American Red Cross website as well.
Vesha Jamison from the James R. Clark Sickle Cell Foundation. Thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate you and your support.